You want the most for your money. That's why your International Harvester dealer, Wbno Equipment, invites you to see the Class of 75. Their all-new line of 1975 International Harvester Cub Cadet tractors, Cadet riding mowers, and International Power mowers. That's why you're sure to get the perfect power lawn product for your property and your pocketbook. For instance, if you've got the acreage for a lawn and garden tractor, there's no better or quieter buy than a Cub Cadet. Its drivetrain has been test-proven to withstand well over 15 years worth of plowed snow, swept-up leaves, and all the other big jobs its more than 50 optional attachments can help you handle. But if that's too much machine, Wbno Equipment has Cadet riding mowers and a line of walk-behind International Power mowers at prices you've got to see to believe. Stop by Wbno Equipment on East Edgerton Street in Bryan, Ohio, and learn how the Class of 75 can help you get more mowing for your money.
The weather word for Bryan, Williams County, and vicinity today. It should be a fairly nice day. We are expecting temperatures in the high 50s, and it should be mostly sunny. Perhaps a little bit of rain later today or tomorrow, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that it won't happen quite yet. We've had quite a lot of precipitation in the last couple of weeks, and as far as tonight is concerned, the low temperature in the 30s. Tomorrow, once again, we'll be up around the 60 mark. Looks like we could have a real fine weekend. The winds will be 10 to 15 miles per hour today and this evening, and our current Wbno temperature at 28.5 past the hour of 7 a.m. stands at, let me check it here, 35 degrees. And that is a look at the weather, brought to you by Wbno Equipment on East Edgerton Street in Bryan.
Weather information here on
Total Radio. You can do it, we can help. 1 calorie diet Pepsi can help. You can do it, we can help. You can do it all. 1 calorie diet Pepsi can help. Yes, you can if you try. 1 calorie diet Pepsi is one good reason why.
Save 25 cents on the purchase of 8 16-ounce bottles of Diet Pepsi by using coupons from each Tuesday's Bryan Times or Defiance Crescent News. Coupons will be redeemable at your local store. Watch for the savings coupons in the Bryan Times or the Defiance Crescent News each Tuesday and save on Diet Pepsi.
You can do it, we can help. You can do it all. 1 calorie diet Pepsi can help. Tasting 1 calorie diet Pepsi can help. You can do it. Diet Pepsi can help.
Hi, I'm Cyril coming at you with another magnificent offer from Dairy Queen. Listen to this. Dairy Queen is overstocked on 74 Sunday cuts. They gotta make room for the 75s. So your Dairy Queen store is having a Sunday sale. Here's the deal. Buy 1 Scrumdiddlyicious Sunday at the regular price, and get this. The second one is free. That's right, free. The Sunday sale this Thursday and Friday at participating Dairy Queen stores.
Get in on the Sunday sale at the Dairy Queen on East High Street in Bryan.
I certainly will. 30.5 past the hour of 7 a.m. Time now for a look at the world of business. And with that information, once again, here's Luke.
Well, the stock market closed lower in moderately active trading in the New York Stock Exchange yesterday after some gloomy reports halted the rally attempt. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was off more than 3 points at the outset and ahead around 3 at midday, but it closed off almost 5.5 points, and the Dow stands this morning at 764. Declines led advances at about 7 to 5 margin among the 1,758 issues crossing the tape. The Commerce Department reports corporate profits fell more than 14.5% in the fourth quarter of 1974. The Commerce says the drop was largely due to accounting adjustments. Commerce estimates corporate profits before taxes at an adjusted annual rate of $134.1 billion. And the U.S. dollar took an upward trend in European money market exchanges today, apparently triggered by a West German government prediction that the dollar's worth will improve in the near future. At the same time, the price of gold dropped more than $1 in London and Zurich, and gold went up. Gold went for $177 an ounce in London. In Switzerland, it fell to $177 an ounce. That's news this morning. The time is 7:33. We'll have Captain Stubby next.
Company in Bryan keep going down, 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 even lower than last year's prices. And here's why. Now through Monday, everything in their store is 15% off. Yes, we mean everything. Men's and boys' clothing, ladies' wear, and every bolt of fabric in the entire store is 15% off. Go where the action is at the Charles Company in Bryan during their 15% off sale, now through Monday.
And just before Captain Stubby, we'd like to wish a happy birthday to one of our Captain Stubby fans this morning. And that's Jennifer Horn, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Al Horn. It's her birthday on this first day of spring. And a very happy birthday, Jennifer, on this first day of spring, March 21st.
And now, dedicating today's Captain Stubby show to Miss Horn. Is that permissible?
That sure is.
It's time now for Captain Stubby, brought to you by the Eden Farmers Co-op, the Nate Co-op, the Bryan Elevator, the Stryker Farmers Exchange, St. Joe Storage and Drying, and Montfigure Feed and Grain. Now, here's Captain Stubby.
Hi, folks. This is Captain Stubby with special delivery brought to you by Allied Mills, builders of tomorrow's feeds today, Wayne Feeds, and your local Wayne Feed dealer. Our question today is about money. Boy, that ought to get your attention. Are you ready? How would you cash a $63 check without using any $1 bills or any change? Now, I'll run that by once more for the West Coast. How would you cash a $63 check without using any $1 bills or any change? It can be done, and I'll answer it for you after 60 important seconds. Say, folks, I'd just like to talk to all you dog owners out there. Your dog is special to you, right? Because he cares about you, and you care about him. Now, those are two very good reasons to feed your dog new Wayne Extra Special dog food. Wayne Extra Special is all meat and meat byproducts. It's got the flavor dogs love, and it comes to you from the same folks who bring you all those Wayne animal feeds that you know and respect. Wayne Extra Special dog food in the bright orange and white can. Good flavor, great nutrition. It's the kind of dog food that keeps your dog healthy, happy, and full of life. And it's backed by more than 35 years of experience serving breeders, kennel owners, and veterinarians. Wayne Extra Special dog food. Like we say, for that extra special dog of yours. Our question today, how would you cash a $63 check without using any $1 bills or any change? Well, here's the way you do it. You would give them one $50 bill, one $5 bill, and four $2 bills. That makes $63, or at least it did when I went to school. You know, I was just thinking, now that it's all over, how much fun I really had when I went to school. Of course, you never think about that while you're going, but after you get a few rings around your tree trunk, you kind of look at it in a different light. A lot of fun for most, but heartaches for a few. Do you remember how you laughed and skipped for joy on the last day of school because you got your report card and you passed on to the next grade? But you never stopped to look at the boy standing by himself in sadness because he didn't pass. And that brings to mind this old poem. It's called The Boy Who Didn't Pass. A sad-faced little fellow sits alone in deep disgrace. There's a lump arising in his throat and tears drop down his face. He wandered from his playmates, for he doesn't want to hear their shouts of merry laughter since the world has lost its cheer. He has sipped the cup of sorrow, he has dipped the bitter glass, and his life is fairly breaking, the boy who didn't pass. In the apple tree the robins sing a cheery little song, but he doesn't seem to hear it, showing plainly something's wrong. Comes his faithful little spaniel for a romp and bit of play, but the troubled little fellow bids him sternly go away. And alone he sits in sorrow, with his hair a tangled mass, and in his eyes they're red with weeping. He's the boy who didn't pass. Oh, you boast a laughing sun and speak of him as bright, and you who love a little girl who comes to you at night with shining eyes and dancing feet, with honors from her school. Turn to that lonely lad who thinks that he's a fool, and take him kindly by the hand, the dullest in the class. He's the one who most needs love. He's the boy who didn't pass. I'll be back with my thought for the day in 20 seconds. Folks, our Wayne sow feeding program is a complete program, from growing out gilts to lactation, with all the other important steps in between. It is designed to provide the sow with proper nutrition without overfeeding and producing unwanted fat. See your local Wayne feed dealer today and ask him about the Wayne sow feed program. And now here's my thought for the day. The only thing most baby doctors have in common with the stork is the size of their bills. Thanks for listening. See you next time. This is Captain Stubby with special delivery, brought to you as always by Allied Mills, and today these Wayne feed dealers.
The Eden Farmers Co-op, the Nate Co-op, the Bryan Elevator, the Stryker Farmers Exchange, St. Joe's Storage and Drying, and the Montpelier Feed and Grain have brought you today's installment of Captain Stubby. Tune in again each morning at 7:30 for Captain Stubby on WBNO FM in Bryan, Ohio.
And second guessing ourselves, Luke and I have just unanimously decided that perhaps, Jennifer, it would be better that we did not dedicate that Captain Stubby program to you, especially after that last comment at the end of the show. Everything up until then, fine. But until then, please, don't hold us responsible, okay? Well, there goes the stub once again. What a fella. 20 and a half in front of the hour of 8 a.m. And why don't we go to Luke and find out what's happening in relation to the Chicago grain situation.